Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Havoc, and welcome to my in-depth, extensive tutorial of OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software for Twitch TV. Now, this is going to be a very in-depth tutorial, as I said before, and I'm going to kind of break it up into segments because I feel like it's better for me to elaborate each section on its own instead of making one gigantic video and then you trying to figure out what point in the video is going to talk about something you actually want to listen to. So I'm going to do the very best that I can in assisting you guys with trying to give you a better understanding on how to use certain functions of OBS, what these settings mean, how to utilize them for the best performance and best streaming quality. And I'm even going to cover the basics, of course, which basics are always a necessity. So if you're new to streaming, this will definitely help you out. I'll make sure that I cover that. And if you're very experienced with OBS already, then there might be something in here that you might actually learn, or if you already know it, you can share it with someone who doesn't know this yet. So I look forward to getting into this with you guys, and let's get started. So what exactly is OBS? Well, Open Broadcaster Software is a free open source program that allows gamers to stream their content to Twitch TV. It is a free program that is available on Windows platforms, Macs or OS X, and Linux, although there are some minor differentials between these clients based on what platform you're on, but for the most part, they relatively work the same. And so while OBS is a great thing to use while you're gaming and trying to stream, there are some other important factors that you have to take into account before you even decide, I am going to become a Twitch TV broadcaster. And one of the most important questions that I would have to be able to answer is, do I have the hardware capability to stream? This is simply because streaming is very CPU intensive. It's very taxing on your computer. Most gamers have one single computer, whether or not that's a low-end PC or a high-end PC. If you're combining video games and streaming on one PC, depending on what you're playing and depending on what kind of level of quality you're trying to achieve, you could push your CPU to its max. So having the right type of hardware is crucial before all else. You have to be able to know what games you're going to be playing. If you like to switch between games like Hearthstone or League of Legends, and then jumping straight to like Call of Duty, Halo, or Battlefield, you have to be able to know what your computer can handle on its own playing video games before you add on top any kind of streaming programs like OBS. Which will probably lead you into asking the question of, well, what exactly are the right settings for me based off the hardware I do have? There's no one answer to that. It's a case-by-case basis. Every gamer, an individual, has different computer specs. You guys play different games. So what I'll do is I will try to provide examples from different types of setups, from low-end PCs to high-end PCs, to try to give you the best idea on where you should start. But you guys are still going to have to learn to fine-tune and play with the settings to find what's best for you. And with that being said, we need to get OBS on the computer. So we're going to start with the basics of how to set things up. And then we're going to jump right back into being super in-depth with all the other settings and components that are going to be very intimidating and overwhelming when you first look at them.